It's the motherfucking D.O. Double G.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
We're back. Episode 4. Here we go. Got a lot of shit to break down. Good shit happened last weekend. Good shit coming this weekend. Here with my buddy Paul. And over the weekend we had Kell Brook coming over to America to box. In some people's opinion, the number one pound-for-pound boxer in the world. Not my number one, but up there. Terrence Crawford at welterweight, 147 pounds for the championship, WBO. And Crawford stopped him in the 4th round. Up against the ropes, dropped him twice. Did you catch that, Paul?
Yeah, I did myself. It was a good little fight while it lasted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bad little fight. I didn't expect it to go any other way, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think, Brook doesn't get enough credit that he deserves. He's a pretty decent boxer, and, he was having his moments early on.
Yeah, he did. But we've seen Brook go up that next level.
Yeah.
And we've seen what happens. It's when he fought Triple G, when he fought Spence. Don't get me wrong, he looked alright against Spence early on, didn't he? But
yeah. I thought he had moments of greatness against Triple G that people don't give him credit for. He landed, there was moments where he was landing, 4 or 5 punch combinations. But, Triple G's such a savage, he just marches it forward, puts it back on you.
I feel like Triple G loves that though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He loves to get it.
He loves that dog fight.
Yeah, animal.
He broke him. Triple G broke him.
Yeah, well, it's one of them with Kel now. I think he should go and fight Amir Khan, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he'd beat Amir Khan.
That's the one we wanted to see for years.
Yeah, I think he'd beat him, to be honest.
And then Crawford. What's next for Crawford? I think if Spence beats if Spence wins his next fight, which I think he will. But then again, after what happens, I think he still should have another one.
Yeah. They were saying, his promoter after the fight, Crawford, was saying is that they want to try and do Pacquiao early next year in the Middle East against Crawford.
That's if McGregor doesn't get there first.
You think that's a real possibility? I don't think that's real.
Which?
The McGregor-Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, why not? They're managed by the same person now, aren't they?
Yeah. Paradigm.
So you never know, do you?
Yeah. But props to Crawford though. He took him out, switched southpaw, and caught him coming in with a nice check hook, and literally sent him stumbling the whole length of the ring backwards into the ropes, and then just unloaded shots on him and got the stoppage. It was impressive. But if they make that Spence fight, do you think he's got what it takes to beat Spence?
I'm a big Spence fan, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I don't really know. It's a great fight, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a fan of both of them, but there's things that Crawford does that I don't think he can get away with a guy like Spence.
Oh, Spence is one of them, isn't he? I think he's a phenomenal fighter, but obviously what's happened with him, you don't know where he's at, do you?
I think he's gonna fuck Danny Garcia up, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think the same, to be honest. Danny Garcia, he's one of them, isn't he? Same with him, same as what I said with Brook before. He's good, but when it's been time to step up,
he always loses.
Yeah.
He always loses. Literally,
when it's time to step up to the big league, the big fight.
Yeah. Every big name besides Crawford and Spence at 147, like Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, who else? Just legit, every big name at 147 has beat Garcia.
Yeah. But I expect Spence to win that, so if I'm honest,
yeah,
I think he'll get the job done.
Oh yeah, against Garcia for sure. But if he fights if he fights Crawford, I don't think, how Crawford likes to switch southpaw. I don't think he can get away with that against a real crisp, natural southpaw. It's not going to work.
No, it's an interesting fight if they make it. It really is.
Yeah, for sure. Him versus Pacquiao, I think would be pretty interesting.
Pacquiao, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good fight. Pacquiao's one of them now, isn't it? I'm surprised he's still going, to be honest.
I know, I was just going to say that too. And still...
Remember when he lost to Jeff Horn? I thought that was end zone.
Yeah. People don't give Jeff Horn the credit for that fight. I've rewatched that fight a few times, and I had Jeff Horn. It was 4-4, in my opinion, and 2 of the rounds were like a wash round where you could give it to either guy and give them the win. But they act like Pacquiao beat the fuck out of him and got robbed. It's not really a robbery.
No, I remember watching that fight live. It was on about, it must have been 7 a.m. in the UK.
Yeah.
And it was a good little fight, it was.
Yeah.
It was in Australia, so I'm not surprised they went to Horn's way, but this was years ago now. Anyway, how long ago was this? 3 years ago?
Yeah. I think more. Maybe more. I think
2016,
20-something. Fucking...
No, not sure.
Horn bullied him in that fight, to be honest. And kind of showed how you can beat Pacquiao. Just stop trying to box with the guy and get in his fucking grill.
Where's Horn now, though?
I know. He got beat, he just got beat by,
He lost, didn't he?
Yeah, he got fucked up by Crawford, but recently, 4 or 5 months ago, he fought, Costa Zoo or whatever, the guy that beat, the guy that made Zab Judah do the crazy chicken dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost to his son. For you guys' version of the Commonwealth title, they have their fucking Nor-Asian whatever title it is, and they fought for that, and he stopped him in his corner in 9 rounds. Fucked him up.
Wow.
It was a good fight. I forget the kid's name. I think it's Tom Zhu or something. I have to look that up after. He shows promise. He's a young kid. Pretty good boxer. And his dad was a legend. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to the UFC. Over the weekend we had RDA, originally slated to fight Islam Makhachev from Khabib's camp. Islam, like a typical Khabib camp, pulled out of a fight. So Paul Felder, like a gangster, stepped in on 5 days' notice, made weight, and went 5 rounds in a pretty good fight. I thought he lost all 5 rounds. Could have given him the 4th if he wanted to. But, yay. On 5 days' notice, still went 5 rounds with RDA. And RDA's back at 155, looking impressive. What do you think of RDA at 155, Paul?
He's done all right, didn't he? But then again, it's Paul Felder on 5 days.
Yeah.
So
and he was competitive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know RDA got the unanimous, but wasn't even unanimous.
No, one judge gave the fight.
Yeah, one judge actually gave it to Felder.
Yeah. And the other 2 were a clean sweep. That's crazy.
How would you match Tony up? How would you match RDA up against Gaethje, Poirier, Justin? How would you match him up against them?
Well, Tony already beat his ass in Mexico. That's why he left 155. And then I was actually thinking about this last night, and I know you'll agree with me on this. I think Poirier fucks him up.
RDA?
Yeah, I think Poirier would knock RDA out.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Or just beat him.
We've seen him lose a handful of times now. So
I think he's got a good style matchup to beat a guy like Gaethje, though.
You never know, do you? Because Gaethje, to be honest, I could see Gaethje landing.
Yeah.
On Dos Anjos. I really could.
Dos Anjos a lot cleaner on his feet, though. And he's got the gas tank to go.
When RDA fights someone who's got a bit of power, he's always a bit hesitant. So...
Yeah.
Don't let him play Conor. Wouldn't that one back?
Yeah, he has been calling out Conor, and Conor, vaguely, he does, got on Twitter and said, I'm down for it all. I don't know if I want to see that fight, though. Not yet. Let's see what RDA can do in the division.
Yeah, but when that fight was booked 2 years ago, I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. That's when Conor came to the press conference dressed like El Chapo and shit.
Yeah. But one.
It was supposed to be two. It came out two. Conor just told somebody that fight got canceled when they were gonna fight for the belt. And then remember when RDA fought Colby for the interim title?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be Conor versus RDA for the interim title. Isn't that crazy? And something happened.
The amount of times fights haven't happened that we've wanted to see. Been loads, hasn't it?
Yeah. Tony versus Khabib.
And to be honest, after the second time, I wasn't really that.
I do agree with that.
Interest in it.
It seems like everybody else got more interested in the fight. I got less interested every time it got canceled. I'm like, whatever, let's just move on.
Yeah, but he'll come back anyway, I think.
Felder, I'm surprised Felder didn't do after the fight his crying and retiring. He said he's going to stay.
Until he loses his next fight.
And then he's gone.
Yeah, I hope the UFC can kick him, release him.
Nah, come on.
No, he wouldn't do that, obviously. Because
Nah.
he's a commentator now.
And he's a company man. He didn't have to take that fight. He reached out to them, he said, and said, hey, I'll fill in. Let's go.
You know what it is with Felder, yeah? I'm not even going to... It's not even talking shit on him yet, but he wants people just to like him. He's just one of those people, and
Too much.
He just wants everyone to like him. Yeah, he's just one of those fellas.
You see what he said to Conor?
Oh, yeah, something stupid.
Yeah, go blow some lines and shit.
Yeah, he doesn't want Conor, let's be honest.
Yeah, he'd get fucked up. He'd get slept. Conor's in the intro of our show. He beats everybody. Nah, I'm just kidding. But so like, who do you think?
I'm not a big fan of Felder, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't mind the guy. I don't like hate him, but like, yeah, I'm not really a fan.
No.
What do you do next for each of them? Like, who do you think they give Felder next?
I think RDA, Chandler.
You give RDA Chandler?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's a good fight.
Why not? And then who? Paul Felder. Give him a job behind the desk for the next 6 months.
What about a rematch with Oliveira? He needs a fight.
Oliveira and Felder.
Yeah, Felder already stopped him on the ground with elbows a few years back.
Maybe. Well, Oliveira doesn't fight much.
I know.
So maybe.
And
maybe.
People rank that Kevin Lee win so high. Like, I don't think Kevin Lee's as good as people act.
No, we will. To be honest, I went a big Kevin Lee fan. And then, after seeing what he put on his head last week, I don't like him even more. So...
the tattoo?
No comments on it. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. Fucking hell.
It's not bad. It's pretty. He's got armor on his neck.
What? With flames?
Yeah. No, honestly though, like, what the fuck is that? It is kind of weird.
Honestly, it's probably the weirdest tattoo I've ever seen in my life.
No, come on. Worse than fucking.
On the back of his head.
Worse than that fucking sword on Brock Lesnar.
Well, it's not worse than fucking Darren Elkins, I'll give him that.
The damage? Yeah, that's terrible. Mike Perry's got fucking God's gift on his stomach.
He is God's gift.
Alright.
God's gift, yeah.
Let's move on. This weekend we got, for the UFC, we got both 125-pound titles up for grabs, male and female. You got Davison Figueiredo. Shit, son. Your house fall down?
It's over a little wider. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. But we got Davison Figueiredo versus Alex Perez for the male 125-pound title, and we got Valentina Shevchenko versus Jennifer Maia for the female 125-pound title. Pretty good fights. More the main event is a good fight. I think that Valentina's gonna fuck this girl up.
Yeah, I agree. Shevchenko, I don't see anyone beating her, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't see any, but I think she's too small. But you know who style-wise would give her a little problems? If they were a little bigger, Rose. Somebody that can be in and out like that and feint and just would give her a little problems. She'd probably still lose, but...
Jessica I.
No, bro, come on. Remember when she yelled at me on Instagram for saying that?
That's why I said that.
I forget what she said. She was like, go follow this guy right here and talk a bunch of shit to him. Because I said, hey, good job against Valentino with a bunch of periods.
She got stopped bad, that's why.
Yeah, she got head kicked out. That one was like, that's one of those knockouts where you're like most knockouts, you're like, oh, yeah. And that was one of those ones that make you go silent, like, fuck, that girl might not be okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, if like someone like John Jones pulled that off or whatever, it'd be hyped more than what it is. It'd be a great knockout.
Yeah, sick knockout. She like jumped with it too. It wasn't just like a head kick. She like came off the ground a little bit and fucking fully turned that hip into her head. It was a sick knockout.
It was.
And I don't think that this Jennifer Maia girl, have you seen much of her fight? She's very flat-footed, basic boxing. And I don't see it.
I know, but I think when these fights get announced, I know some of these women might be on little streaks and all that, but they fight like these elite level fighters, and they've got no chance. Shevchenko, she's just an animal. She really is.
Shevchenko, skill-wise, is better than a lot of men.
It's same with Nunes.
Yeah.
Is she retired now, is she?
No, she just had a kid, so she's taking a break, and she was supposed to fight Megan Anderson in December, but pulled out due to illness.
I remember that now. Yeah,
why the fuck? Can someone tell me why the fuck Megan Anderson is getting a title shot? They're just like filling space.
To be honest, I've seen her tattoos.
She's got nice work though. She just has crazy tattoos.
No comments.
But it's nice work.
No comments.
It's like drawn well and shit.
No comments.
Jesus Christ. This kid is just on a hate spree of tattoos today.
Well, have you seen the ones on her legs?
Yeah, it's hot, bro.
Yeah, let's just say, yeah. She should be the first women fighter to wear pants in the octagon because they look terrible.
Yeah, in the main event, we got Davis and Figueiredo coming off a fucking just absolute destruction of Joseph Benavidez against Alex Perez, who's a pretty good fighter, but I don't know if he can beat. I don't know if anyone at 125 is going to beat Figueiredo.
Does anyone care?
I know.
Division?
I'm so glad you brought it up, so I don't got to be the guy. I never get hyped for 125-pound fights, bro.
I don't see that. Even when Demetrius was around, it's just like, oh.
Never.
Well, I think Cejudo, Cejudo made it interesting. But then he didn't even stay down there. He jumped up. So.
Yeah, and half the reason it was interesting is because TJ came down. So you're like, can TJ? What is going to happen here? It would have been interesting if Cody didn't pull out and fought Figueiredo at 125. Would have been an interesting fight. See what happens.
Yeah, it would be.
But
Cody might be the style to be Figueiredo. You don't know, do you?
Yeah.
Bigger guy. Brings that power in there.
And he's slick. People get lost in the power. The kid can he actually moves well, good footwork, good head movement, good boxing, good shot selection.
Well, you only have to go and watch his performance against Cruz to see how good he is.
Yeah.
No one does that to Cruz.
No one. It's a good point.
But then I think it shows how good. Well, then again, it's one of them with the Dillashaw fights. Cody did tag him, didn't he? Caught him. If people say if there was 10 seconds left, Cody probably would have beat him.
In the first round, he definitely it was not looking good. Of the first fight, at the end of that first round when he landed that bomb on him,
And then he fought Munoz, and I thought, I expect him to get the win here, and then 3 knockouts on the bounce, knocked out.
Crazy.
It's just one of them at the minute. You can't really rely on him anymore.
He's one of those kids, he reminds me of, even though he's older. I should say that this younger person reminds me of Cody, to be fair. Aaron Pico reminds me of Cody. Like, they just have too much dog in them, and when it turns into a scrap, they just can't help themselves, and they'll get themselves fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Is it safe to say we both pick Shevchenko in the co-main event for the win?
Yeah, easily stoppage.
Yeah, I think she stops her too, especially over 5
Yeah.
rounds. I don't think many people are going to go 5 rounds.
No.
Shevchenko's run, honestly, she gets a lot of hate, this girl I'm about to bring up, but Shevchenko's run makes Joanna look very good. Joanna went 5 rounds with her and was like kind of competitive.
I know, but I feel like, I don't know what it was with that fight, but I feel like Shevchenko could have got it out of there if she literally stepped it up a little bit more, because it weren't the best we've seen from Shevchenko.
Nah.
But it's one of them, you could tell the weight difference in that fight when they fought, though.
Oh yeah, she did.
Joanna,
she bullied her a
Joanna's
little bit.
I know she's tall and stuff, but she's only a lean girl, isn't she?
Yeah. She's tiny. And Shevchenko, even if you're the same size of her as a girl, she's fucking fit, bro. She's strong. Like, you can tell.
Yeah.
She gets in those clinches with girls and just overpowers them.
It is with them Ukrainians, wherever they're from, yeah, they're all fucking strong fuckers, aren't they?
They're just different breed of human. Different white people.
Yeah.
And
pretty much.
Who are you going to take in the main event between the guys?
Who's the main event?
Figueiredo and Perez.
Figueiredo. I expect Figueiredo to get to.
Yeah. I honestly, I can't lie, I don't know much about Alex Perez. I've seen him fight a couple times, but I'd have to go back and really, dissect his shit. But I think either way, Figueiredo gets it done. Stays the champ. And then
I'm not even picking them just because they're the favourites. It's just a simple fact of who they're matched up against. They're expected to get the job done, so they probably will.
Yeah, it's not like 155. It's not like where you're like, I don't know, like this guy might be able to beat the champ. It's kind of like the champs at 125, guys and girls. Like, no matter who they're matched up with, you're like, they're probably gonna fuck this person up.
Yeah. But he's on a big streak, isn't he, that Figueiredo?
Yeah, he was on a 15-fight win streak, and then he lost to Formiga by Formiga just running around and scored a decision. But then now he's on a 3-fight win streak again, so he's like 17, 18, and 1. Pretty good record.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say 19 and 1, isn't he?
Yeah, something like that, around there. I don't know exactly. I'd have to see it.
Yeah, he's at well, he fucked Benavidez up front, but he looked good in that performance, to be honest. He really did.
Honestly, that performance might be like top 5, like most dominant championship performances ever. He battered him.
Yeah, he did.
Smoked him. Like, Benavidez didn't have a moment in that round.
At the end of the day, though, he got home to Megan anyway, so who fucking cares?
Yeah, props to Benavidez for that one.
Yeah, he was been getting his toes sucked that night, so it's all good.
His toes sucked? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Alright,
toe.
Let's move on a little. And this weekend we also got the highly anticipated return since a car crash, Errol Spence Jr., 147-pound champion, against game, battle-tested Danny Garcia. And what do you think of that, Paul? You excited for that one?
Yeah, because we haven't seen Errol fight in ages, have we?
Yeah.
When was Errol's last fight? Quite a while ago.
When was his last fight? Oh, Porter. Porter, the great fight. Fight of the year candidate against Porter last year.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Spence, I really am.
Yeah. And I know you are. Are you a big enough fan that you're going to stay up with the UK time?
Yeah, I'll be up for that, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm excited to see him back.
Yeah. I hope he's the same. It would be such a tragedy if, like, that kid lost something, because he is so talented.
Yeah, I know, but if did you see the picture he was? He was in a bad way.
Yeah. You see the video of the car crash?
Oh, yeah, I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, fucking just, like, rolled over itself like 10. He got thrown out of it was like a convertible Ferrari, and he got thrown out of the roof.
Yeah, no, that's why his lip was busted and his nose was like all chipped and...
Crazy. And there was like skin, like he ripped skin off his face. So
ripped a blade of his skin off.
Yeah. Crazy. But I think he can, if he's even, it might look like he's a little rusty, but I honestly think that even if he's a fraction of who he is, come Saturday night, he's gonna score.
Well, I ain't only saying this because I'm a fan of him, but I expect a masterclass, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't expect him to finish him because Danny's a tough kid, but I expect a shutout.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Decent fight.
Good. The only thing with Danny that's dangerous against a southpaw that'll give a southpaw problems is as he has from the orthodox stance his own good lead left hook, and that's like the tiebreaker when it comes to southpaw versus orthodox. Who has the better lead hand in most cases? Yeah. But he doesn't look when he throws it. You ever seen highlights of him throwing that lead hook? He like puts his head down, closes his eyes.
Yeah, and shuts his eyes. Yeah, I don't know. Closes his eyes and swings for the best.
Yeah. What else? I think Arrow will get it done, like big. I think it'll be 10, 11, or 12 round shutout.
Yeah, I agree. I think he'll be too slick in there for him.
Yeah. Arrow's one of those rare guys. Arrow's one of those rare guys. My favorite quality about him is that he can box you from the outside and he can fight you on the inside. It's usually pick or choose with most people.
He's good to watch, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so good. Body work, American kid, I love it. I've watched interviews with him. He's an American kid with a Mexican style. Loves to go to the body.
Yeah. Well, good fight.
Yeah.
Got loads of good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Loads of good fights.
For sure. Hopefully, yeah, I'm going Arrow, and hopefully he can get it done. And then we can get a big fight out of him.
No, I don't know. See, it depends on his performance, doesn't it? If he goes in there and he says to himself, wasn't good enough, that he needs more, doesn't he? He needs more time. Yeah. He's only a young lad. People don't even realise he's only young still.
I know. I wonder how old he is officially. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Errol Spence?
Yeah.
I'm sure Errol Spence. He's not 30.
No, he's in his 20s for sure.
Yeah, no, I was going to say 27, 28.
Yeah, is he? So he's right entering his prime right now.
Oh, he is 30 actually, yeah. 30 years of age.
He's 30?
Yeah, but then again, that makes sense because when he fought Brook, it was about, 3 years ago? 3 years ago? Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. 30. Still young.
Still young. Prime. 30 is your prime. Where the mind matches the body. So, after this, I'd like to see, I want to see Arrow versus Crawford, but I know it's not going to happen. So I'd like to see Arrow versus Keith Thurman. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, good fight it was. Keith, yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's a good, it's a big enough, it's not the big one that we want versus Crawford, but I wouldn't be upset that he's, if they announce it, Thurman versus Spence, I'd be like, alright, let's fucking go, I'll watch this.
See what happens when it happens. But Errol will get the job done. Confidence in him. See what happens from there.
Yeah, I think he'd beat Thurman for sure. I mean, I think...
But fair play to Crawford, because I didn't think he'd do that to Brook that early. Fair play.
Yeah, me either, honestly. I gave Brook, like, a lot of credit going into this fight. And I thought it would be a decision, honestly, if you made me pick before the fight. I thought Brook was, like, a good enough boxer. He is. He just got caught, but, like, whoa. He took him out well.
Yeah, I'm impressed by the performance. It was, no one's really done that to Brook early on, have they, so?
No. I don't think he's ever been legitly finished. The only 2 losses he had were Errol and Triple G
and Spence, yeah.
Yeah. No one really ever, like, stopped him.
No, but with the Spence fight, it was because of his eye, wasn't it?
Yeah. He also...
His eye win, yeah.
His eye... Just put yourself in his shoes for a minute. Your eye's hurting, Paul, in the 11th round of a competitive fight. Are you going to stay on your knee?
No, you get up there and fight.
Yeah, you got one more round. One more round to not feel like fucking shit for the rest of your life. That you fucking... Wasn't it in England, too? Wasn't it in Sheffield?
Yeah, it was in Sheffield, yeah.
Wow. His hometown, home country. And he stayed down. He took a knee and stayed down. That stays with you the rest of your life, bro.
Well, I think it was more with panic, wasn't it? Because his other eye went, didn't it?
Yeah, it was the opposite eye.
Fight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he might have panicked and been like, oh, it's one of them, innit? Has him on blinds in both eyes.
Yeah, but one more round. All you got is one more round. 3.5 minutes. And even if you lose a decision, wouldn't you rather lose a decision in your hometown than stay on a knee?
And imagine how many more punches Errol would throw in that round.
Yeah, he would have put it on him. True.
That's a bit. Was it the 11th when it finished? I thought it was early than that.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the 11th. I could be wrong. My bad if I'm wrong.
It was the 9th.
It might be the 9th, actually. It might be the 9th.
But it was a good fight. Kel looked alright early on, but I feel like Errol fighting onto his own country, coming over to the UK, finding his feet around in the range, finding what he's about and stuff, and then he picked him up out later on, and then
yeah.
If it was about the decision, it would have been.
You know what it probably was? Is that Errol, all of Errol's good qualities, and this isn't like a knock on him, it's just like if you're going to point out a bad quality in the kid, it's that he's not much of a risk taker. So, like, there are moments where, like, guys are going to look good against him, like Brook, because he's not going to put himself into a position where you can, like, beat him. He's going to box. And he's great at boxing. So, like, you can't knock it. And he doesn't box to the point where you're like, some of Floyd's fights, where you're like, fucking hell, like, can I really sit through 12 rounds of this shit and watch this? Like, Errol does open up to a point where it, like, keeps it entertaining while he's boxing, but he doesn't really...
Yeah, it's a good style to watch.
Yeah. It is a good style. I mean, a good example is he's not, like... He wouldn't stop, as many times as they did the fight, he wouldn't stop Brook the way that Crawford just stopped him. Because Crawford did put himself in danger to get that finish. He was a little square, chin out a little bit, exposing himself, but got the finish. You'll never see that from Errol.
Yeah, well...
If you had to rate...
It will happen eventually.
Yeah, but I hope it happens soon because I think Crawford is like 34-35 right now.
Yeah.
If you had to rate, though, if you had to do like a rating just between them two of Crawford and Spence, who do you put at number 1 over the other?
So we'll go with the white. It's hard to say, isn't it? Because Crawford's pound for pound number 1, isn't he, at the minute?
On ESPN's rankings, not on like the world rankings.
Yeah, but in a lot of people's opinions too, not just the ESPN. A lot of people think so.
Yeah.
Even the other night when he was fighting, they were all talking about it. This guy's the pound for pound number 1.
Yeah.
With Errol, I need to see Errol fight again, to be honest. With this whole injury and stuff, you generally don't know. So as of right now, after the performance on the weekend, Crawford's got to be number one, hasn't
he? Yeah, for sure.
If they fight, I want Spence to win. I do.
Yeah.
But if you're going off right now, it's Crawford, isn't it?
Yeah,
Spence
just off of like performances.
Nearly over 2 years now.
Yeah. Who do you think is the actual, in your opinion, who's the actual number one pound for pound in boxing? I'm interested to hear.
Pound for pound. There's a few up there you could mention. Pound for pound. To be honest, I don't like the discussion of pound for pound because if Canelo fought Tyson Fury, would Canelo beat him?
No, he's going to get fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. So.
But the thing of pound for pound is that if you put Canelo in a 6'5" guy's body, 230 pounds, he's got the skill to beat Tyson Fury.
Yeah, but you can't say that because he'd never get that size and you'd never see it happen. So it's stupid the way they do pound for pound. You know how much I'm a big fan of Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what just happened with him and stuff. People will be like, oh, crazy, 23-year-old. See a female, just beat him and all this. And he's up there still, Loma. And
yeah, for sure. You don't just take, like, there was
I said earlier, didn't I? One of the other ones. He'll get that loss back.
I hope so.
It wouldn't surprise me if he just...
Say that again. I hope so.
And then you've got Tyson up there. I think Tyson's top two for me, to be honest.
Yeah, easily. The way he beat Wilder puts him up there.
Yeah. And Canelo's up there, of course.
Yeah.
Crawford's obviously up there. Spence is around in the mix. There's loads. There's so many. Even
Inoue.
I don't want to get his name wrong. What? Who?
Inoue, the Japanese kid.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of him.
But he's devastating.
He's got to be up there, hasn't he, for what he's been doing.
You know who you got to throw in there too? Fucking Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's like top 15, top 10 pound for pound.
Maybe. No, I don't think I'd give him top 10. I don't think I'd give him top 12. I'd probably give him 15.
Yeah, but he cracks it. He's got skills.
Yeah,
you think Triple G is still in the top 10?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like with Triple G is that he'll move up and down.
Yeah.
He's not really so. And you know yourself. Did he beat Canelo at least once?
It could.
There you go then. But yeah, so if he did get that win over Canelo, how more of a star would he be right now?
I know.
So it's one of them, isn't it?
You know what
but he is up there. He's up
funny?
there definitely.
You know what I always find funny about them Triple G and Canelo fights though? Is that Canelo was critiqued. And to stick with the topic actually, I rate Canelo number one pound for pound. I'm a big fan of the guy. Skilled guy just all around. But the funny thing about them fights is that he got so much flack for winning that first fight because they were like, you were moving backwards and only jabbing and using defense. So he goes, all right, motherfuckers, and comes in the second fight. And who you ever seen march Triple G down and beat him in exchanges and put Triple G on the back foot using his jab and defense?
Yeah, fair enough, but he didn't win the first fight.
No,
and to be honest, the second fight was close.
Yeah, it was close. Both fights were close.
Yeah, but I feel like the first one was more of a robbery.
Yeah.
I really do.
For sure. I remember watching it live and I was like, what? They just robbed Triple G.
I was the same as well. And I'd say like 80% of the world was as well.
Yeah.
Thought Triple G won that.
Canelo was, in that first fight too, Canelo was fading hard. In those later rounds, he was starting to wilt.
Yeah, well, he's got to be mentioned in top pound for pound, top 10, hasn't he?
What about
Triple G's got to be. For me, he is anyway.
What about like Eubank Jr.?
Eubank Jr.? No, he's not even fucking. No.
I'm just fucking.
There's Eubank Jr. Oh, fucking no.
What about Spike O'Sullivan, bro?
Spike O'Sullivan? Yeah. I'd rate him around the same as probably Dave Allen.
Dave Allen? Come on, Dave's better than Spike Sullivan.
Right, listen, Dave Allen's alright.
Yeah, he's alright. Happy retirement, Dave Allen. The
Yeah,
ninth one.
Yeah, well, that's what you get, isn't it, for putting your hands down against Yusuf.
I know.
And all these people saying he's got no power. I think they'll all realise soon.
I know. That was crazy. When you sent me that, and I was like, whoa, I was watching that video, he tagged him hard.
And the thing with Spot as well, it wasn't even like, Yusuf didn't even like really throw anything behind that.
No. He like punched him with the shoulder. He used his shoulder. Just bop.
Yeah, but I said this a few weeks ago, Yusuf's going to be a problem for that heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Over time. But you wouldn't admit to this. When am I ever wrong? Hardly ever.
When are you ever wrong? A lot, bro.
Come on, you know me. As boys, you know that's not true. This guy can thank me because I gave him a lot of shit, a lot of tips, and he worked very well.
I know.
And he'll admit to this.
If you guys don't know how to make toast, hit up Paul. He'll teach you. You gotta preheat the toaster first. I never knew that. You gotta preheat the toaster before you put the fucking bread in. A full cycle of the toaster. Hit the shit down with nothing in it. When it pops back up, you put your bread in, then you fucking toast that shit.
Yeah. Get all your edges filled in perfect.
Alright, I think that's enough for today, bro. We covered all we needed to.
Yeah. Gone over some good shit.
Yep.
Good stuff to look forward to.
Yep.
Good fights happened. Got a lot coming up, so yeah, very interesting.
For sure. We'll be back over the next weekend. Sometime next week we'll be back. Recap what happened over this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day, y'all.